This sushi cake is an impressive party number and perfect for the weekend. It looks quite elaborate, but it's actually much easier and quicker than making individual sushi rolls. And all you need to do is cut it up into wedges to serve it up. The first thing I'm going to do is cook some sushi rice. So I've just given it a really good rinse to remove all the starch. And I've also added some tricolour quinoa, given that a good rinse as well, because it has a very bitter exterior called saponin that you want to remove. The quinoa adds a kind of nuttiness and earthiness. I'm just going to bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to low and cook it for about 12 minutes until the water has absorbed. While that's cooking away, I'm just going to make a mixture for the rice. I've got some rice vinegar here. Rice vinegar is a lot sweeter and lighter and a lot less acidic than your regular vinegar. I have some raw sugar here, a teaspoon of salt. Put this onto a low heat until the sugar and salt has dissolved. And then I'll turn off the heat and let it cool completely. Give it a bit of stir. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to prepare some of the fillings. One of the layers has mackerel. You can get some really good quality tinned mackerel these days. And I tend to use it over tuna because it's less likely to be contaminated with mercury, especially for my daughter Harriet. I'm just going to flake it up with a fork and then combine it with some of my vegan mayo. Mackerel contains omega-3 fatty acids, so it's really important for brain health. I just have some prawns here. So I'm going to leave a few for the top to garnish and then halve the remaining through the middle. Some avocado. For a vegan sushi cake, you can just omit the seafood and add different types of vegetables, even grated beetroot, green beans, some tofu. It's good to also change up the ingredients. Rice is done, so I'm just going to turn up the heat and let it stand for about 10 minutes. Cut some cucumber. Just want to cut it into ribbons, you can do it on a mandolin if you have one. It's always nice to have something crunchy and refreshing. All right, all my prep is done. Just going to get the rice into a bowl. Or you can use a tray. Now for the vinegar brine mixture. You just want to really slowly drizzle it in. Just almost fan the rice. I'm definitely no expert at this, so sushi masters look away. A little fan here. And cool it down. Just want to cool it down completely. Feels good. It's time to layer it up. I have a lined springform cake tin here with some biodegradable baking paper. And I have some nori sheets, which are just dried seaweed, which I've cut to size. So first up, I just want to put a couple of cups in the bottom of the tin. And I just have some vinegared water so my hands don't stick to the rice. And just press it down with the fingertips. Now for a layer of nori, which has actually the greatest dietary source of iodine there is, which helps to support the thyroid gland. I'm just going to add some prawns all the way to the edge. Adds a really nice orange layer. It's like a rainbow cake. So I'm just going to add some finely grated carrot to fill in all of the gaps. And now for another third of the rice. It's also a good one for kids' parties if you didn't want to give them a sweet cake. Just kidding. No, I'd still make a sweet cake. I wouldn't be very popular. Another layer. And it's much easier to assemble than individual rolls, perfect for a party. Now for the rest of the rice. It's quite a tall cake. push it down. You don't want to push too hard because we don't want those ingredients to end up on the edges. One more layer of nori. Now we're ready to ice the cake, so to speak. Just get some cured trout from the fridge. Drape some slices over the top. This has just been cured in some beetroot, nice and pink. You can also use smoked salmon. And some pickled ginger. And serve with some wasabi and soy. And that is my sushi cake, perfect for a party on the weekend.